Man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Bunt. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On 1st down, Luck. Got a man open, it's Sutton. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Marshall. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A shotgun snap for Luck. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
More now on the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Newton. Got his target, Samuel, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run with Marshall. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Luck now on second down. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Addison coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Third and long, it's Luck. Looking deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Monday. Whoa. 59.
Now Luck. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold them.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brandon Marshall. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
20. 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Easy, alert. 12. Go ahead. 11Z. 11Z.
On first down, it's Long. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
20. Hey.
From the red zone now, Newton. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw on second down is Love. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
11 Hey, easy. We're rolling. 6-22.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Gun. Color.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On 1st and 10, Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Sanders has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Luck, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
12. Check out. 140. Check. 59. You're right.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, then give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, it's Newton. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Derek Wolfe coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Third and long, it's Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Ready? Like 80. Check. Check by 21. Great. Do some.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Gun. 674. Gun. 12. 11. Go ahead.
On 2nd and 10, Lock. Just keeping the play alive. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this.
Key right.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sutton, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Back to throw, Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. Throwing again is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
We got 12.
Luck gonna throw it. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Luck. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
53. 11. 12. Hey, easy.
Luck on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west. And it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.